Hey guys, this is Peter, and today I wanted to answer a question that I get from a lot of you, and that is, which VPN do you use with T-Mobile Home Network? And then I also looked at some of the responses that people were sending in, and some people would say, don't look, it doesn't work. And other people say, it works, but it's really slow. And other people even say, hey, use a free one or you don't need one. Well, let me just cover all of that because absolutely I use one, and I found one that works very well, and I don't have any problems with it whatsoever. I'm even going to show you a really cool trick that you could do that you probably didn't know that you could do. And that's because this VPN is so good. So I've been using this for years. It's IPVanish. I have a link. I will find it. This will give you the best price they have going right now. $3.33. 30 days to try it. You can try it for 30 days and make sure that it does exactly what I'm going to show you it does. It is really darn cool, and you absolutely need to be running it. You probably heard that you need a VPN when you're in a public place using public Wi-Fi, right? So you're at a hotel or maybe at a convention, or you're at a Starbucks, or you're stopping by on a family vacation and you're going to use McDonald's Wi-Fi. Be careful what you text. So SMS texts are totally unencrypted, so be careful what you're texting, especially on public Wi-Fi. I always use a VPN, and when you pay your $3, then you get it for all of your devices. So I have it on all of our PCs. I have it on my Fire Stick. I have it on my, whether you have an Apple phone or an Android phone, definitely put it on there because when you're in public, you always want to turn this on. I'm going to show you that this one is indeed fast, and it's, well, it's very, very good. And it does things that other VPNs just can't. So let me get into all that. Let me tell you about my network today. I went back in time, so I have what you have. I got my Nokia one, dusted it off, put the little SIM card back in it, and I'm up and running. So I did have my external antennas, because I always do that. And I'm getting some good connection. 4 and 4, not bad. So I'm getting some good bars. In fact, I tell you the bars mean nothing. All right, that means signal strength. That's all it means. How much power do I have? Then the reference signal receive quality. That's pretty good. We're looking for 20, but 16 is not bad. This is our 4G connection. This is my 5G connection. Quality's good. Quality's pretty good. Signal and noise is great. Power is good. This should be a decent connection. So do I have my VPN software running? Yes, it's right here. I was connected to France. So I do want to talk about this. The company that you use, some people go, I can use a free one. Well, I'm going to show you why free doesn't really work. One of the things that you're doing with this whole thing, what a VPN is, and the reason that people need one to communicate with work, is it's an encryption tunnel. You encrypt stuff on your PC. That's right, your PC's involved. So if you go, it runs really slow on my Chromebook from 1982. Of course. Not that they had them then. But yeah, it's the processing power. It needs to be commensurate to what you're doing. There's a lot of good protocols here. All the great ones are supported. They're all using AES 256. I really like WireGuard. I really like OpenVPN. And this IKEV is very flexible when you're jumping from network to network. All of this stuff is incredibly well tested. This company is well founded. Here, let me see. I'm going to go to connections. They're all over the world. So Australia, Canada, France is one of my favorites to go to. That's right. I have friends in other countries, and I can actually use servers over there to access different content. That's right. When you're surfing the internet is surfing you back. So when I'm buying plane tickets, next time you're buying plane tickets to go overseas, try virtually going overseas and looking at the plane tickets because they're different than when you're here. In fact, that happens all the time. When you're trying to rent an Airbnb, it's looking where you are. If you live in the Hamptons, you're paying extra. So anyway, this is, it's always good to check because you've always wondered, would I get different prices if I was elsewhere? Oftentimes you do. So it's VPN's off. Let's do a quick speed test and see what we're getting. I'm going to show you the speeds that I'm getting right now. The number you saw on the screen, that was my test score from France. Encrypted. That's insane. 21 ping, that's not bad at all. And as you can see, this is time of day dependent. People always say, hey, last time you got 600. What's happening here? Well, what it is priority. So T-Mobile, this is an important point, is a phone carrier first. They're opportunistically selling additional bandwidth to people on a home network. Ask yourself, what does the topography of their network look like once it leaves your home, right? So I do my networking and I'm sending data back and forth, going to the internet. What happens to those packets? They're sent to a tower a mile away. That means that basically anybody can see that if they knew what they were doing. And then once it gets to that power pole or that tower, what happens to it then? What's the backhaul like? Is it fiber? Is it microwave? It's all of the above. It's totally undefined. This company, I love T-Mobile, but T-Mobile was basically a phone company sending voice packets 5 years ago. This is all new ground. IP packets, all of that. We need to make sure you're protecting yourself. So does that mean I just told you to go get cable and fiber? No. Those companies actually lobbied our government so that they could have access to your data. It was called net neutrality, and it got revoked, and no one understood what we were giving up. We still don't understand. These companies won the right to log your data, your searches, where you go on the internet, and they can keep that data for an undetermined amount of time, and they don't even have to state what they're going to use it for. They did get the right to sell it, however. That means if you're searching for medical terms, you're trying to look what's going on with your Aunt Katie, and you're looking up all sorts of different cancers or medications and procedures, you could be red flagging yourself in the future that you don't even know about. It's kind of scary. I always use this for my search engine. I use DuckDuckGo, and if I'm going to do anything that I don't want tracked, always go to an incognito window, run with DuckDuckGo, use a VPN. You got to be a little bit safe, but mostly I don't do nefarious stuff, so I'm pretty much safe. I don't care if people know how little I listen to Taylor Swift. But hey, everything you say to your voice assistant in your home is going over the internet. You want to make sure that your internet service provider can be trusted. If they're logging it, that's not so great. This company is telling you that they don't keep logs. Now, everyone's going to say, there's a government requirement to keep some stuff for 30 days. Yes, they're going to meet all those requirements. They use AES 256-bit encryption. They've got the fast. They don't data log. And I think it's great. It's been incredibly fast. Did I show you those speeds yet? No. That is without 250 and 50. That is so easy to remember. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on and show you what I get. I'm going to turn it on for local. Let's see. I favorited a couple. They're right here. There we go. San Jose. That looks like my best one. So I'm just going to... You can click Optimal Connect, and we'll go ahead and do it. It'll go and find the best server with the least load and hook me up to San Jose, just like I expected. All right. I want to show you real quickly the speed. 250 and 50, right? 250 and 50. Boom. Let's do a quick test, see what we get. We had a good ping before, too. We should still have a good ping. 20 millisecond ping. It's no overhead. 250, I'm actually, time of day thing, I'm actually getting, well, I was temporarily getting better scores. Still getting 250. That's insane. That's with my VPN on. All the traffic's being encrypted. So yeah, it dropped a little bit below 250. That's fair. And look, this is really, really good. Can I work with this on? Absolutely. Is it usable? Yeah. Do you know why this is working so well? The internet is, as a single line, equal access to everybody, is a total fallacy. It's a bunch of little networks together. Well, a bunch of giant networks together. T-Mobile's one of them. AT&T's another one. Comcast, Spectrum, they're all pieces of the internet. They cross at certain points called IXPs, or Internet Exchange Points. So big hubs like Chicago and Los Angeles and Las Vegas, those are the places where all the data gets together to move. If your VPN provider is not on your same piece of the internet, meaning T-Mobile for me, your latency is going to be really slow. Obviously, they've got one in a T-Mobile closet right next to me, and I'm getting the speeds, excellent speeds. That's the infrastructure we're paying for. This is a company that's been doing this for 11 years. There's going to be no problem with money back. This is the one you want to use. I'm going to show you some things you can't do with other VPNs. You have a VPN, you think it's good, you want to leave it in the comments, you go, I use Bob's VPN. Do this first. Check this out. All right, we all love Netflix. Who doesn't? All right, so this is Netflix. This is me logged into my account. And this is what it looks like because I'm in San Jose, California. So yeah, it looks a lot like US Netflix. I have friends all over the world, and sometimes they contact me and go, dude, the movie you love, that Miyazaki-san, he's on our servers, and you can find him. And I'm like, dude, I love those. I don't know if you know Miyazaki. He is the Steven Spielberg of animation in Japan, and his movies aren't here. He has some great ones like Totoro and Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle, and oh my gosh, they're all great. But they're not here, so it's suggesting things that are kind of animation or like. This isn't doing it for me. I want to be in France. If I was in France right now accessing Netflix from French servers, I would have a whole different set of contents. Like I said, the internet's surfing you as you're surfing the internet. So let's go to France. Let's access legally. We're going to access our Netflix account, our same Netflix account, from French servers because I want to see some French stuff. So let's do it. Let's go to France. I'm going to bail out and go to Paris. I should be favoring this one. Okay. Let's go and do it. All right, it's connecting to me in Paris. Or it's connecting me to Paris. I'm just going to refresh this screen and show you. This is Netflix in France with the content when you access your legal account through French servers. Castle in the Sky, Totoro, Ponyo, Kiki's Delivery Service, Poco Roscoe, Whispers of the Heart, Howl's Moving Castle, Nausicaa, Arrietty, Monaco, Spirited Away. This is awesome. And I know what you're saying. Well, I can do that with my VPN, but when you click it, it pops up and says that, you're running a VPN. This is amazing how well this software works. It's almost undetectable. So here, I'm going to pick one. Ta-da! It's playing. So, look, I can jump ahead. I know what you're thinking. It's not really playing. It's totally really playing. And if you haven't seen these ones, they are fantastic. Like I said, Steven Spielberg of animation in Japan. He's making one last one. Comes out December 8th. And it's called The Boy and the Heron. I can't wait to see that. It's going to be his last one. He's saying that he's retiring after this. But hey, there you go. This is how you can get some content. This is how you can use the internet. This is how you can protect yourself. You have no idea what T-Mobile's topography is like. I mean, look what they've done with carrier grade NAT. I mean, it's a kludge. They're opportunistically selling you bandwidth that in markets that they have available bandwidth. They're not saying it's safe. And when you use Comcast or T-Mobile or Spectrum, they absolutely are gathering your data. You've got to run a VPN. And if you're in a coffee shop, or if you're in a convention center, or if you're in a hotel, do not send text without a VPN running. When you pay your $3 here, I love this. There's a good price for 2 years. You get $3.33. That's every 3 months you're paying $10. I mean, so it's apps, and it's for a VPN that just works. I've looked no further. Discovered them years ago. I do have a link down below, but yeah, I've talked about, you can look at my old videos. I've talked about IPVanish for the longest time because it works. 75 locations, 40,000 IP addresses, 2,200 servers. It's great. And what country am I in right now? I'm still in France. Did I do a speed test? I didn't do a speed test. I told you that it was good. But what you're going to see is we're going to see a ping hit for sure, because we're encrypting our traffic. We're sending it all the way to France, bouncing it back and coming all the way to San Jose. So the ping is going to be bad, but you're going to see that the bandwidth is usable. Could I do a VPN? Could I do a call? Absolutely. So look at this. Oh, could I stream? Absolutely. Am I going to get 100? Oh my gosh. All the way to Paris, France, fully encrypted. 150. That's amazing. And then what's my up like? Could I do a voice call? Could I do a Zoom call or something? Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I could serve a movie to France. This is fantastic. So yeah, it's very good service from a very good company, and they have good tech support. Can't lose. Anyway, guys, hey, thanks so much for watching. If you learned something, give this thumbs up, because this really is a wonderful service, as you can see, and I wouldn't really try anything else. I know people go, there's a free one. And it's like, yeah, try doing any of the stuff that I can do. You can't. This is the one you need to get. See you in the next one, guys. Hey, I have some great stuff coming up. So if you haven't favored my channel, go ahead and do it. Doesn't cost anything. And we'll see you in the next one.